All right, every now and then you get some tap downs that really impress you. Like, okay, during the years back in the day, actually early days, is you tap down and you pretty much had one tap down and you're trying to keep it shaped for as long as you could, either by sanding it down or doing it on your wheel or in file, whatever. And as years progressed, the tips got better. They lasted a lot longer, but not long enough. So some of it would last maybe one tap down series, depending on what you're tapping down. High strength steel, aluminum, especially aluminum, could really mushroom your tip. Well, thank goodness for the new ballistic tips from Dent Tools. They are fantastic, and I'm going to show you guys a demonstration or two. There will also be bonus features and segments and tutorials on denttrainer.com. So if you're a member, you already have that material you can watch in addition. All right, so let's get right into it. So what we're going to be using is the biggest one of the ballistic tips, and you can see that this is pretty I'll just leave it like that. You can see it's pretty domed, it's a little fatter. Use the magnetic Willy Quick tap down base with the ballistic, obviously. Now this is the thickest version of the ballistic tip for the tap down. I've actually pushed with these too as well, so if it's something that you're considering pushing, honestly, they hold up really well. I use them for motorcycle tanks, and they do very well. So let me talk to you about something about switching tips here. So what I do generally is I start with a fatter tip just to make sure I'm not poking any lows in it if I use too sharp of a tip, like maybe this if I start it. Now, I'm not saying you can't. You experience PDR techs, most likely you can. For you newbies, you probably want to start with something in between, or like that one. Or some of us, like me, I like the Pee-wee version, the small one, because I'm very accurate knowing where my tip is placing. If you're not sure, you go very slow and use a bigger tip and just lay down the general black line, which you see right here. But anyhow, I'm going to use this tap down. Let's see what happens. And I might be changing my tip very soon. Man, just for how big this is, it's still friggin' accurate. That's why I like to use different tools, because every time I use different tools, I learn something. Wow, I guess I don't have to go with a small tip every time, because these new tips are so dang accurate. I got a micro high, probably right about there. Wow. Now, if I wanted to get a little bit smaller, I'm going to switch to like their mid-size one. So right there, we see just a little bit of a pinch right in that area. Put that cap on. Boom. Now, you probably can't see it very well from your angle, but there is a tiny bit of a high. I'm telling you, these ballistic tips are legit, really very good. It's just going to make your repairs super clean. I give that a definitely win. All right, I'm going to be using this this Pee-wee tip, and for the knockdown I'm going to be using the Willy Quick tap down, which is a magnetic tip that pulls off, so it's got a sleeve on here. But this is the Dead On Dent Tools Ballistic tip, the newest tip, which is a very small tip called the Ballistic.
Nope, it's the Pee-wee.
For when you got sharp highs or you got micro highs you're trying to finish out, this is what it's for. Pardon the microphone sound, sorry if you can't hear me as well as normal, but I'm a little squeezed in some spots here. So I'm going to just tap down in the skinniest part of the area. What you can't see in this camera, I can't simulate, at least not yet, is my eyes quickly going back and forth looking for the next high spot in the line. But try to keep up with me, you should be able to see it. I'm looking at the black line, which is, that's the camera's forcing your eye to see as well. I'm keeping it tapped down straight up. Turn my head around. You can see this tap down is very, very good, very accurate. Just lays down this metal really nice. This thing is sharp, but not too sharp. It's not like a metal tip where it can make marks in the clear coat. This is, I think, it's going to be very good for motorcycle tanks too as well. Super clean tap down called the Pee-wee. It's freaking awesome. It works great.
All right, so what is my conclusion of these ballistic tips? They are fantastic. And if you want to see more of this type of video, please go to denttrainer.com. There's an extra bonus of 7 minutes tutorial on how to use that tip from the big one down to the small one, which is the Pee-wee. Some good advice on how to keep your dent clean when you are tapping down. But should you buy them? They are awesome. I think they're great. What do you think about them? Do you own them, or do you have the VIP? Do you have the no roll? What's your thoughts? I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned to the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next on the next video.